Okay guys, it's time to learn how to take formulas or the words and put them into formulas. And so now you'll notice I'm using OneNote and I'm still getting used to it. So sorry about that. You'll notice this first column has everybody starts with ammonium. So let's write the formula for ammonium right here above that. And ammonium is NH4. And it has a +1 charge. We need to know its charge in just a minute. So the second column is lithium, and it also has a +1 charge. And you'll notice these next three, I have different compounds with different charges. I have things that have Roman numerals. So those tell me that I have that charge. So lead is Pb, and it has a +2 charge. And you notice I always circle these. That's why I know that that's a charge. I'm not going to do the last two columns because you know me, I'm going to leave that for you. Now across here you'll notice that this top row all has fluoride. And please note the spelling on fluoride. It is not flour, it's fluoride. F-L-U-O-R-I-D-E. Common misspelling. So fluorine has, or fluoride has a -1 charge. Sulfide is S with a -2 charge. And it doesn't matter if you put the 2 and then the minus, or the minus and then the 2. Either one's fine. And I'll just drop down here and do one of these that has a polyatomic ion. So let's do phosphate. Phosphate is PO4 3-. So let's go ahead and put these together. So here we have ammonium, NH4 with a +1, and fluoride with a -1. So if I were to put these two together, right now their charges balance. I have 1 to 1, and so the formula would just be NH4F. How about, and lithium would be the same way. I'll skip that one, it's fairly simple. But Pb, I have a 2+, and fluoride again is just -1. So I need 2 fluorines for every 1 lead, and so I would have to do PbF2. That way they equal out. One thing people talk about is taking the charges and using them as subscripts over here, and so it's called the crossover method, and your book talks about that. If you want to do it that way, it's fine. I just think of them as the least common multiple. I want both of them to have the same total charge. So let's drop down and look at something like ammonium with phosphate. So ammonium is NH4 with a +1 charge. Phosphate is PO4 with a 3- charge. The least common multiple here would be, I would need +3 and -3 to make it equal out to 0. So I need this thing 3 times and this thing just once. So it would be NH4, and since I have 2 atoms, I have to use parentheses, and then I can put a subscript 3 and then PO4, and you'll notice all the charges are gone. I don't continue to write those charges. Those are there just to help me balance out the charges when I'm making my compound. Let's do lead 2 phosphate. So lead 2 is Pb2+, and phosphate is PO4 3-. The least common multiple for these two is going to be 6. So I need 3 of my leads and I need 2 of my phosphates. So it would be Pb3, and I don't need parentheses. PO4, I do need parentheses, 2. This has one symbol, Pb, and so it does not have parentheses. This has 2 different symbols, phosphorus and oxygen, and so I need parentheses here where I don't need parentheses there. I would like you guys to try and do the rest of these, and we can go over those in class so that you can see how they work and make sure you've got them all right. And again, it's very important that you know all of your ions plus all of their charges, or else it's really impossible to do this. Okay, well, I think this is good for now. We'll of course be doing more and more of these at home, so you'll be able to see it. Anyway, so we'll go over the others in class. Thanks.